Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you another episode of Dinging 85. This is, as you can see, my Death Knight, and we're at 98%. So I think this one quest should get me there, but I'm not too sure. I recently done the, is it Crucible of Carnage, I think? The thing where you have to fight the 5 little bosses. It's like a 5-man group thing. I recently done that. Thought that was going to get me there, but it turns out that it's taken me to 98% of my level, so we're not quite there yet, which is a bit of a shame. But it can't be helped. So we're going to try and hit the max level by finishing this quest. I think it should get me there anyway. So what am I planning to do with this character? I'm not really too sure, because DKs, yeah, I like them, but they're not my favourite class to play anymore. I really liked Blood DPS, and obviously, as you know, Blood is now tanking spec, so I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. So I'd rather play maybe something that I know I'd enjoy more, which at the moment is Paladin healing. I'm leveling up a Paladin. It's like 75, I think I've got it to now, so it's pretty high. I mean, it's nearly at 80. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep it going. I'm tempted to stop at 80 and gear it up there, because I really enjoyed Wrath of the Lich King. I know a lot of people hated it, but personally I found it really enjoyable. It was really my first experience of endgame content, because this DK that I'm playing now was actually my first level 80, so that's pretty, it's not the best, but I know a lot of people got slated for having their first level 80 as a Death Knight, but I found them really enjoyable at the time. And I was leveling with a friend. We done some recruit a friend. We got to level 60 was the cap then, but we got there literally instantly, because the first few quests in the Death Knight starting area had mad XP. So we need 2 more of these. I'm not sure if that's going to aggro or not. Shouldn't do. Oh, it did. These things are a bit tricky. They're good. They've got a nice ability. It's called Rupture Line there. And it just throws huge spikes out the ground. If you get stuck in it, it does like 20,000 damage or something. So that's quite good. Teaches people to, move out the fire a little bit. So, end game, that's obviously really important that you do that. Alright, we're at 99% now. We'll interrupt that. Hopefully, on this hand-in, I should level. If not, I'll have to do another quest, or just go out and kill a few random mobs, one or the other. Come on, get over here. There we go. As I said, I'm just getting used to Frostback really. I've never really played that much of it. I know towards the end of Wrath of the Lich King. Oh wow, we dinged on that. I'm completing that level. Awesome. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to have to go and hand it in. But yeah, I've already dinged. So that was level 85. That was a bit unexpected, to be honest. I wasn't actually sure that I was going to get it there and then. But that's awesome. So there's one thing to do, which is not that. Let's open up your spell book and go and get that spell. What was it? Dark Simulacrum. I think that's the one where you can steal a player's ability basically and then use it against them. So it's kind of a PvP thing as far as I know. I'm not sure if you can use it in PV or not. I have to have a little play around with it. But yeah, I still can't believe I actually dinged without handing that quest. That was awesome. So we're going to go and speak to my trainer and get this thing, and then possibly do some gearing up. I'm not sure yet. Train that. Alright, now we can put on this gear I've got in my bag. Where is it? Yeah, I know it's PvP gear, but it's fine. It's good. Right, what's our item level? 319. It's not quite high enough. And we're back. There was a little cut there. It was literally from when I dinged 85. I went to my trainer, got my last spell, which I haven't actually checked out yet. But yeah, I came back to Stormwind. I spent about 2,000 gold, and then I went into one dungeon, got a few more justice points, and bought a piece of gear. Now I'm ready for the Zandalari dungeons. So I'll show you my gear a little bit. The stuff I paid for was first of all these two Gurubashi Punishers. I got 2 of those because they are amazing. I won't replace them until I start raiding, which probably will be a little while, so I've got a lot of blues to get rid of before I start that. So yeah, so I got those. I bought this as well off the auction house. I haven't socketed it yet, but I've spent a lot of money today, so I probably won't do that because it's not epic, so it doesn't really need doing. I bought this with justice points. That's why I needed one more dungeon. Literally, I needed about 50 more justice points from what I got from leveling up to actually get this, so that was pretty cool. And then I bought this off the auction house for about 200 gold, 359 boots. I won't replace them until heroic tier 11, I don't think, or Firelands obviously, so one of the two. They won't be replaced for a long time. And then I bought, as you can see, 7-piece Bloodthirsty. I know it's PvP gear, I know that, but I can still pull really good DPS with it. So as you can see down here, my recount, that's 10k DPS. That was before I bought this trinket, the boots, and the relic here. So I got 3 new pieces since then, since doing this. I had full Bloodthirsty at that point. I got the boots as well. But yeah, so that was 10k DPS without those 3 new upgrades, which are awesome. So hopefully we can improve upon that DPS definitely, and get a few more drops today, hopefully. Obviously these weapons are pretty much secure in this spot for a long time, because I probably won't raid for ages. So yeah, it was a really successful day. I really enjoyed it. And obviously dinging, that was a bit of a surprise that I got it that soon. And then gearing up, which was surprisingly easy. I love this server. This is Silver Moon EU. As you can see, there's a lot of people already. It's literally like 1 o'clock in the day, and it's absolutely packed on this server. Like, you get to about 6 o'clock later on and you can barely see the ground around these 2 spots that I'm circling. Like, just around that fountain and around the Heroes call board. It is literally just packed all the time. It's amazing to see like this many people. I always like being on servers like this. The PvP is not great, obviously, but because it's so unbalanced in favour of Alliance. It's literally like 90% Alliance. But if you want a PvE, this is probably the best server for Alliance to be on, because it's literally like, as a DPS, you're waiting about not even a minute for a dungeon queue, which is mad. Most servers I've been on, you at least have to wait like 10-15 minutes. So this one is awesome. A minute, not even that sometimes. It's literally like you're a tank. You're like instant queues and stuff. It's amazing. It's so easy to gear up through dungeons. So yeah, I definitely recommend this server if you are struggling to find a server to PvE on. This is really good. There's a lot of guilds, a lot of competition. That's one thing I will say. I think Inner Sanctum are on this server. They're obviously one of the, I think they're 6th in the world, I think, raiding guilds. So obviously you're never going to get server first or anything. If you're tasting that, I wouldn't recommend this server. But if you're just like, you know, you want to gear up slowly at your own level, or you want to find a guild, you know, to be reasonably good at raiding at, then this is definitely a good server for that. There's so many guilds, always hiring new people, and obviously auction house is probably easily playable if you want to, because it's so active. You could probably make quite a bit on it. So yeah, this is a brilliant server. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, so I have geared up successfully today to Zandalari, and I will be gearing up more later on today. I've got a bit of recruit a friend in to do later on, and some other bits in actual real life to do, believe it or not. But yeah, so later on tonight I'll probably jump on, do a load of heroic Zandalaris, and then maybe find a raiding guild. That would be pretty awesome. Or start my own. I'm not sure which yet. I'm thinking about starting a little 10-man guild with just a few friends, and then finding some other people that I can really get on with. And we'll probably start at tier 11. And then once we've done that, do Firelands, hopefully before it gets nerfed in 4.3. Because that is not, I'm not a huge fan of that. I understand why they're doing it, obviously, because obviously if people haven't done it already, then they probably won't do it, chances are. And if they nerf it, maybe people will get more of a chance to do it, because maybe it will start being pugged and all that sort of stuff, and loads of little random people will get to experience the Firelands, which is perfectly alright, I think. But for me, I'd rather do it without the nerfs. I think instead of direct nerfs, they should do a setting where you can like change the difficulty level. I know then it makes it kind of stupid that obviously you're going to make it easier if you want to get through it, but I'd prefer that challenge. I've never really raided that much before, So I think I'd prefer to have a little bit of a challenge and maybe improve my playing like skill, and then raid in the future. So I've always wanted to do it. I've just never really had the time, or I've never really known what class to be, I don't think, because I play a lot of characters. As you see, this is my third 85 now. I've got a shaman, a mage, and this, obviously. I think this is actually now the best geared one, which doesn't make any sense. I think it's literally just this server, because it is so like populated. It's really easy to buy stuff on the auction house. There is so many epics. Like if I was a tank, I could easily have at least 3 pieces of 359 gear right now, because there is some quality pieces on the auction house for hardly any money either, which is surprising. So yeah, it's really good server. So yeah, that's pretty much this video. It's a unexpected ding 85, and it's been a good video. I think it's shown me gearing up a little bit. I'm really happy with this gear that I've got already. It looks pretty awesome. I've still got my Exodar doublet on. I've had this for ages. Is it doublet? It's probably doublet, I would imagine. But yeah, it's like a little purple t-shirt underneath. I've always had it. So it looks awesome. I still think shoulders look ridiculous on Drain Eyes. As you can see, like there's a huge gap of nothingness. But yeah, he looks awesome. Those weapons are pretty sick. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Maybe for some dungeon guides, or not necessarily guides, but dungeon runs of my Frost Death Knight. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.